static electricity and balloons stick to your skin. This is an epic adventure that involves Earth, but where Earth is not the final destination. This is a Battlestar Galactica Flarf piece. They got back to Earth, found that Earth could not help them against the polar bears and or parental units. To protect Earth, they moved on to find city-like spheres that float gently above the remains of a failed civilization. The giant orbs seem to be self-contained worlds unto themselves, pieced together from scraps of old consumer period buildings and bits of culture/clutter, such as vending machines and pachinko parlors. So I stole the title of this from one of Tommy Jacoby's poems.
I support it.
It's called A Million Afternoons. Trouble was 6:53 a.m. and I didn't know how to get back to Potsdam. I'll show you which train to take. She blinked. We closed the door on the party and stepped into Sunday, empty Berlin. It drizzled blue dawn. When was the last time you were in America, by the way? 10 months ago, I visited my sister in New York. She buttoned her pea coat. Other than that, it's been 2 years. I touched her lip, then the small of her back. How'd you get those raindrops stuck under your skin? We turned a corner. If there had been tread on my sneakers, they would have squeaked on the wet pavement. Sometimes I can't remember the words to my favorite song. She took my hand. The train station was across the street. I pulled her from under the awning. We belong in a movie. And let my nose rest on hers. Take this line all the way to the end. I lit a lucky strike. I wonder if my dad ever felt this way. I hope so. We walked down our own flights of stairs and stood facing each other from our platforms. I'm less than amazing, you know. She jammed her hands in her pockets. Her irises retreated to ovals of whites and dark blue halos. I think I'd like to be in love with you for a long time. Trash. They're all just janitors, and they're all looking at me, and you're looking like a popsicle melting in the moonshine, another puddle playing at symmetrics and burning the everyday. I beat my man drum and unpolished the brass to keep the janitors playing at synthetics. We stand in the wind in the door, and the radio is on, playing at sporadics, playing at getting clean in time for the winter shave, clean like the gray of every other sky, glamorous like your fingers on my eyelids. And they're all just janitors looking to congratulate themselves for brassing my knuckles. And I'm looking dead into the winter for a cleanup on aisle 3. And you're half paper and plexiglass, half dynamite. And we're all just oranges, glamorous fucking oranges, playing with simplistics, playing like explosives in the moonshine, scorched pink and clean, and I'm shaving a golden poodle to a bald grease spot, lighting a cigarette and blowing smoke in all the janitor faces. And clean that shit up. This is called Shitty Poem. I blew it up and walked away from my head. Thanks, Cody.